Not even drunk yet, and I have to watch you.
You ready?
Yeah.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took a midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. I'm assuming this is not open mic karaoke, so this is kind of awkward.
You're making it that way.
Alright, so, thank you for your support, everybody. So to get myself up here, I crunched some numbers and I looked up some facts, and no one has ever been shot doing an open mic before. So let's keep that record going tonight.
Tupac!
My name is Brent Puccio, and I'm the assistant manager at a discount movie theater. And at night, I do this, or I fight crime. But don't worry, I'm not quitting my day job anytime soon.
What's your superhero name?
I don't know, Brent Puccio.
I thought you fight crime.
No, I don't. It's human spider, I don't know. Alright.
That's spider? That's ridiculously funny.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Alright. So I've been at this theater for 5 years, and I've met some pretty interesting people along that time. Last week, this guy comes in. He's wearing no shoes. He has them in his hand. And he just walks right into a movie. So I go up to him. I was like, do you have a ticket, buddy? He's like, oh, yeah, I got a ticket. And he just keeps on walking. I was like, can I see it? He's like, no, I didn't buy a ticket. I was like, all right, well, which is it? He's like, well, how much are tickets? I was like, well, if you bought a ticket, then you should know how much they are. Let's go. Get out of here, buddy. So I get him out the door, and 5 minutes later, he walks back in. And he's like, oh! It's like, my feet are killing me. I was like, well, because you're holding your shoes and you're walking outside on the Arizona sidewalk and asphalt, maybe you should put your fucking shoes on and then your feet wouldn't be killing you. God, some people these days. So then this guy goes and he starts jumping up and down on DDR and sitting on the games, and he's just like a child. He's like, so I go over to him, and I was like, all right, buddy, it's time to go. He's like, it's my life, bro. It's my life. So I look him straight in the eye, and I go, it's now or never. We ain't gonna live forever. Stone Cold look just right in the face. I guess this guy wasn't a fan of the Jove, so.
Jove!
Yeah, I'm joking. All right, that was nothing compared to this other guy. Last summer, I'm up in the office and I get a call about some weird guy in Theater 1. So I go down there and I don't see anybody. I'm walking down the aisle and I walk back up and there's this guy just standing in the corner pissing. So I'm like, excuse me. Still standing there pissing. So I inch a little closer and I'm about to say something. And he turns his head and he just, ah! So now I'm extremely frightened because no one is in there with me. And this man has his dick out and he's pissing in my theater. So he just continues growling at me and coming closer. So I'm backing up. And luckily, an off-duty usher, Tanner Koch, who was actually there, comes in wearing his Batman shirt. And this drunk guy goes up to Tanner and he's like, whoa, I know your true identity. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me. So we finally get him out of the theater, and I have another usher with me, and he's continuing to growl at me like Godzilla in the hallway. Just, ah! And all these customers are just walking by like it's nothing, like just some random drunk guy growling at a manager. Happens every day, I guess. Yep. So I turn my back for a second, and this guy decks the other usher right in the face. I don't know what came between both of us, but within 5 seconds, we had him on the floor, and we're sitting on him. It was like, boom. As we're sitting on this guy, he's like, my dick hurts. I guess he never put it away, so it was getting cut up by his zipper. So as I'm sitting on him still, I look him in the eye, and I was like, well, you should have thought about that before you pissed all over my theater. So then, we're waiting there for the cops to come. And the cops finally show up. And there were like 3 squad cars, there was a helicopter, the whole ordeal. And I guess one cop car was over at Fry's having donuts and coffee. Yeah, the irony, I know. And the captain was yelling at him because they never came. Oh, it was just some drunk guy. I could have died. or I could have been pissed on by some guy with some disease. Put down your donuts and come help somebody out. So the cop come and they throw him in the car. Believe it or not, this guy had more urine in him, and he pissed all over the squad car. These cops were pissed. No pun intended. See what I did there? I'm glad you guys got that. Alright. But the cop, he's like, really? I just had that dry clean this morning, guys. And he like pounded the guy's head on the thing and then slammed the door. And I guess this guy was also learning Italian. I don't know what that has to go with the joke. It just reminded of me. Anyways, yeah, there you go. The lights are on, New Jersey. Alright. Another story that I can top that. We've had another hobo who we call Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah!
Yes, it is a guy named Miss Pac-Man. And I'll tell you why we name him that. Because while he's panhandling your hard-earned money into the Miss Pac-Man machine, waka waka. You think he's using it for food or anything useful? No, he's pumping it into that machine. And we're opening one day, and 20 feet from him is a restroom. But instead of going and using the restroom, he pulls down his pants right in front of the theater doors and takes a shit right on the sidewalk. You think that's bad? He takes his cane and wipes his ass with it. No joke. True story.
Classy.
Yeah. And then I guess he was really ballsy because he pulled his pants right up and then walked right into the doors with his shit cane. All the customers are looking at him. You smell it? It smells like shit. This guy just took a shit outside. And I go up to the guy and I was like, you can't be in here. No, you have shit on your cane. That wasn't me. Who the hell was it? You have the shit on your cane. No, that's some other guy. So, I kicked his ass out. Permanently.
Yeah.
There you go.
Badass.
Also, at the Bell Road Silver Cinemas, we have a lot of old people. And we have a special deal every Tuesday, Super Tuesday, where it's $1.50. And you think people wouldn't complain on $1.50 Tuesday? No. Every Monday evening, we get a phone call from an old couple. And they call and they tell us what movie they're going to see, and they ask us to turn down the music all the way. So it's just dead silent when they get in there. And I just recently found out why they do that. Because for the hour before the movie starts, they're in there praying to Jesus and God that they spent their $1.50 to see a good movie. I'm pretty sure God, or whoever the hell you believe in, has way better things to do than make sure your $1.50 is well spent on that whatever you're seeing, movie.
Give an example.
Wow, they saw First Class.
Fuck
we
you.
won't have that for months.
Fuck you, man.
Anyways, transitioning.
Why are you
from
sitting
old
by
people.
yourself?
My grandmother is really old-fashioned.
Yeah.
I love her, but
How old-fashioned?
how old-fashioned? Real old-fashioned. So me and my grandmother and my girlfriend and my sister went to Village Inn, and we're sitting there eating our lunch, and this fat couple walks in. And I'm praying that my grandmother doesn't see them, but no, they sit right behind us, and then she looks me in the eye, and she leans over, and I'm thinking she's gonna whisper at me, but no. She goes, "Did you see those fat people that sat right behind us?" I was like, "Yeah." Yes, I did. She's like, "They should be eating at Subway, not Village Inn. They need to lose weight, not gain any." I'm like, I don't know what to say. It's clearly that those people heard them because they turned around.
It's clearly.
But shut up. But obviously, my grandmother doesn't give a shit. Obviously. Another story with my grandmother. Me and my family were at the Shanghai buffet. And we had just finished dinner and we were going to get dessert. And I tried this green tea ice cream. It wasn't probably my best idea, but as I'm eating it, part of it falls into my lap. And I'm sitting next to my grandmother, and she takes it upon herself to rub it off my face. Now, I'm wearing basketball shorts. So I'm sitting there, and she's just having a ball. And I was like, "Grandma, I got it. She won't stop. She just continues rubbing it off.
Did you get hard?
Sudden step.
There There you go. So I stand up and I go, enough! The entire restaurant just turns around and stares at me. I'm standing there. My mother is crying with laughter. My sister has her head down. My father is shaking his head. And my grandmother doesn't know what she did wrong. So I just looked at everybody. I was like, nothing to see here, guys. Nothing to see here. I sat back down. And then I got it off myself. Now, let me tell you, getting rubbed off by your grandmother, not the best experience. Yeah, definitely not. All right, so I broke up with my girlfriend a while. And in order, yeah, there you go.
Really?
Have any of you been in any relationships before? Ever had an ex-girlfriend and break up? Well,
More than you.
yikes. All right. So I thought I'd take a hot shower and listen to some music, because that always helps, right? Yeah, not today. So I'm in the shower. We got the shower radio. I turn it on. First song that pops up. I'll be alright without you. I was like, seriously? Seriously, next station. One is the loneliest number that there ever. I was like, alright, no, there's no way. Next station. All by myself. I go to turn off the shower radio. It turns off, but it's still playing music. Doesn't make sense to me at all. So I'm just in the shower.
Recording those people.
Wow. I see what really matters.
I'm sorry, it was funny.
Oh. So we got a puppy. And I thought that would help me pick up girls. Well, this dog is afraid of everything. That wasn't a joke, Troy. Thanks for laughing. That's what I'm trying. Alright. So I take this dog out for a walk. And we get about halfway to the park. I was like, alright, I haven't seen any chicks yet. My dog stops dead. She's just sitting there. And she looks at me, looks up into my eyes, and she won't move. I'm pulling the collar, everything. She's giving me that look that you're gonna have to carry me home. So I'm like, seriously, you're a dog?
Your dog can talk like mine?
I guess so. Telekinesis. My dog's like Professor X. So I pick up this dog, and I am carrying my dog home, because she won't walk. This chick starts running by. I was like, oh man, my dog shits in my arms. So I'm sitting there, standing here, walking my dog, as she's continuing to shit down my arm. That chick walking
This is recording.
I know. I'm aware.
Yeah.
Hijacking the show.
Definitely not the best experience. And I no longer take my dog on walks. And that's all I got for tonight.
Wait,
So.
tell the one where it's Mother's Day and you pooped in the pool and shit the fish. Tell that one. 'Cause that's the best one.
Tell him that one where you.
That's the best one.
Tell him when you come in your
I'm pretty
pants.
sure it wasn't Mother's Day, but yes, just so everyone in the Big Fish pub could hear, I shit in the pool when I was a child.
Always.
Always. Everyone pees in the pool, that's nothing. You gotta shit in the pool.
So it was like 2 years ago, right?
It was 2 years ago? I don't know. Could have been last week, could have been a few days ago. Could have been yesterday. I have no bounds. But alright. Thank you everybody, you've been a great crowd.
Yay!
We'll take one.
All right. Get up there, Ryan.